Hello everybody, and today we're going to be taking a look at Into the Breach. It's a new game created by the developers of FTL. I've got a little bit of playtime with this, so let's get started, and I'll explain as we go. Going into a new game. And you got a little guy here that's talking to his robot. The Vec seem to be the opponents that have destroyed the world, as it seems. It's got a little bit of a time travel aspect to it. As you see, your people are called time travelers. You start out with just this one guy, and he has an extra of giving an extra 2 bonus experience per kill. These people are pilots that will go into the mechs you have. Each mech has its own special. As a combat mech is to get in close and do a lot of damage. The cannon stays from a distance and can hit enemies in one of 4 different directions: up, down, left, or right. The artillery does the same thing, except for it only damages the one spot it hits and can push targets around that, whether it's ally or foe. We'll get into that as we go a little bit deeper into this game. You also have many different squads you can unlock. It seems no matter which squad you get, you always have 3 mechs: 1 combat, 1 tank, 1 artillery style. As you see here, certain squads have different designations, to where this one seems to be beam related and shield technology. You got this one here, manipulation of the enemies, so I'm assuming, you know, moving them where you want them to be, and so on and so forth. Everyone has its own special. I'm gonna do normal. If this is anything like any of the other games created by these guys, this is gonna be kind of difficult actually. But let's get started. So you have several different islands. You see right now these are locked, so it looks like I'm gonna have to do this one first. You have your threat scanner in the bottom there that shows the enemies you expect to see, the CEO of this area, and the type of environment. The company that runs this island is called Archive Inc. So let's get started here. It gives you a basic welcome. We're doing all we can to protect the refugees, but we need your help against the Vec. I'm assuming that's what the bugs are going to be called. We'll assist with some of our old Earth artifacts if we can. Alright, so some stuff he's going to be able to help. Let's hide the tutorials for now. Alright, so up here we have reputation, we have how many reactor cores, we have our grid power, and the defense. The defense is the percentage chance you have of, if a enemy hits a building, if the building will take 0 damage or actually take the hit. And this is how many people I have saved. Over here we have a list of our mechs. Going through here, we can install reactor cores if we have any. We do not at the current moment. Shows the weapon, what it does, and how much damage. We can add health and more movement. Same with all the others. This is also the pilot. You can move them out. If you get new pilots, you can pull them in. So let's go ahead and let's see. I could use some more power, and 1 reputation would be nice. This one has tidal waves, so that can work in our favor. So might go with this one. Have to take less than 3 grid damage, and I have to protect a plant. So let's go ahead and start with this one. Go here. And these yellow swirls here are where the tidal waves are going to take out next turn. So let's start. I think that's a good layout. Yep. Oh, I got 3 coming in. Alright. So it looks here we have 2 bugs. I think my best bet is going to go here And this is how the artillery works. As you see, it'll shove both of them and my tank. However, the shove does no damage. See? So that protects the buildings from those two bugs. This tidal wave should kill that next turn. So I'm going to take him and I'm going to move him down this way. Going to take my tank and move it here. Let's see, normally it's going to do 1 damage and push back, but since I'm going to be pushing it into the mountain, it's going to take an additional extra damage, and it's going to set these trees on fire, so he should instantly die at the start of his turn. So I think that's going to be the best move I can do for now. Yes, because the only other thing I could have done is put my combat mech right there, but he would have taken damage, and I prefer not to. So let's see how this plays out. Alright, and as you saw, those spots that appeared, those are spawn points where new enemies will come in. Alright, this is not good for me. However, do this. And if I hit here, I'll push all 3 of these away, which will allow him to get out, which is what I need. And the cool thing about this is the bugs that do not fly instantly die when they get in the water. That's really helpful. And you can take your mechs and stand on the spawn points like this. I can undo that. Let me get over. Looks like I don't have a way to get that one. I may have to take some damage to that. Yeah. Alright, if I punch you, kill you and do 1 damage. If I take you, I'll push him into that, which I don't want. Let me see if I can set him on fire. No. Alright. And I lost people, and I lost a grid power. Alright. And these bugs, as they do that, that means that unit cannot move because they are tied down. So what we want to do is go here. Get this bug off of that building, move the tank. Now the tank has free capability to move. I need to get that done. Now see, everything else lost a life. So now it's not getting the extra health bonuses. Alright. I'm going to shoot him there. And the nice thing is you can see the enemies, what they're going to do before they actually do it. So they have a little bit of a charge time. So in this one, I'm going to have this guy actually attack his own friend, and then he's going to hit nothing. And I pushed him out of the way from hitting the town. So everything should be good this round. No damage. Hit his own person. No damage. Mission complete. And that's how it plays out on the grid area. The maps are kind of small, which makes things a little more interesting. So from here, I need reputation, but I also need to get my grid up. So I'm going to go here. Looks like I have a little helper to join in this one. Put those there. That puts an artillery on each side. I think that's going to be the best. Alright, I want to set him on fire so he takes damage every turn. Let's see. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Alright. So. Yeah, let's do that. He's on fire. He's on fire. Alright. He's on fire now. And I'm gonna kill that one. Everything is safe now. Okay. Make it a little easier. Take out one of the enemies. Just 2 there. Take out them. Take out you. Move this around. Gotta be turn off. So at the start of his turn, he's going to die. Him here. 2 damage to that one. Kill him. Oh. There we go. And he should die at the start of his turn before he gets to hit. Clear up the battlefield, and we win. Fire damage. The environmental effects are actually really interesting and helpful. Not to mention the extra unit I got in that stage. Oh, I got an extra reactor. Cool. So I can go here now that I have extra power. Any remaining or extra powers you get will be lined up here and waiting in a green. You get to choose from there, so I'd like him to move further, so I'll do that. And if you want to do that and then you get another reactor core and say you want to do a dash punch, you could just click to take it off, and then you have 2 remaining reactor cores here to put into your dash. However, right now I don't have to. I do want him to be able to move further on the field though. So I'm going to do that. Alright, I get 1 here or 2 there. I'm going to go for that one. Alright, so I need to destroy the dam and take less than 3 grid damage. Grid has 2, so he'll be able to destroy that. And give him free run back here. Let's see. Oh. Alright. Pods are very helpful when they show up, so you always want to try and get them. So I'm going to take this guy to get the pod. Alright. So we can do that. Now. Reset turn. Whoops. If you mess up, you can always go to the reset turn option. You can only do it once per battle. Which I needed to do it on this guy. From there. Be able to kill that one, and now my turn's over. That's also very helpful considering you're very limited and usually outnumbered. Alright, I may have to take a hit from something. Looks like put him over that so nothing can spawn there. Take him there. Do that. I'll put him on fire so he'll die. Alright. Looks like best I'm gonna do. Take one, take one. Okay. I want to free my combat mag, so you can undo moves as much as you want. Alright, that gets him out of danger. I want you there. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna do a repair. Stopped one from spawning at least, so I'm not too outnumbered. Alright. So let's do that. That'll kill that one. He's not going to do anything. So then that leaves the one who has my combat mag trapped. Go here and finish him off. And no grid damage. mission complete. See, it plays out very interesting. It's very detailed. At first, it seems really basic. After a little bit of play, you'll see that it actually is very strategic in how you have to play it. At the end of a battle, after you recover a pod, you get this screen here where you can click to see what you retrieve. So I got a new mech pilot here that I can throw in the tank or the artillery unit. It allows me to attack twice if I don't move, and I got an extra reactor core. Most often you'll at least get a reactor core if nothing else out of these pods, which is very helpful. So let's see. I think most helpful would probably be here. Now, to get his power, I have to get 2 reactor cores. I only have 1 right now. So I'm going to install 1 here and put it into move for now. Alright. And this one only gives 1, so I'm going to go here because I get more. I got to defend a train. So put you there. Put you in the back. Let's see how this goes. 4 turns. Alright, so looks like I need to move him, get you off of the train. Yeah, put you there. Yes, because he will actually hit him and kill him. He's going to break the mountain, and that one's going to hit nothing. And then the train will be able to scoot by. There we go. That worked out very good. Come off the train. Destroy that. And see, it instantly killed that one because he was the only thing keeping it alive by giving it the extra buffing ability. Those big sack ones, they don't do any fighting, but they do buff or add extra bonus abilities to all the other Vex on the map. Not really much else I can do, so I'm just going to do 1 damage to him. Alright, this is putting me in a bad spot now. So, I think I'm going to have to take damage to one of these places. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I only have 3 guys. Yeah, I might have to chance that. Since this one only has one building, I'm going to let him try that one. That way he doesn't have a chance of taking out both buildings. Because this square having 2 buildings counts as actually 2 grid points. So I am going... I'm gonna go here and kill that one. Go here, kill that one. Go here and move that one. Sadly, I think that's my best option. Please defend. No. It didn't defend. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Alright. And then now we have the boss fight. They're attacking the HQ. So this one I gotta kill the Firefly and I gotta protect the corporate tower, which is that building. So get them there. Alright, if you hold down Alt, it shows the order of which the attacks will happen. If you hold down Control over an enemy, it'll explain everything that it does. So, as you see here, this one is the Firefly leader. It's massive, so by this one being a land creature, I can't just put it in the water and kill it, because it can walk in water. But it will prevent it from being able to do an attack. It's also the Hive leader, which is the most powerful Vec, immune to water. They can be more challenging to kill. So if I get out of his way, whoa, he shoots both directions. If I get out of his way, won't do anything to allow me to help this guy. Right now, I need to get that off the building. Alright. Now, nothing this turn will actually hit a unit. So I'm going to move him here to prevent that spawn. Move him there. I'm going to attack that one. I think that's going to be the best course of action. Alright. Again, looks like I'm gonna need you to save the combat guy. And then fire. He won't be attacking anything. Remove. Yeah, move him here, push him out. Use him, do another 2 more damage, and now I'll take it out, hopefully. that'll guard, or only take out one. At least it's only one. Okay. Alright. So, all three of you are attacking there. So, I'll do that. Alright, good. That one's all done. Now if I go here, push him off. All my buildings are safe again. Got lucky on that one. Okay. It's too close. Okay. Please let go. This is not good. Down to my last power. But I beat the island. I failed that objective, so I did not get the extra reputation for it. Alright. So I can now spend my reputation. Huh. Let's see what else. That's neat. I only use that once per battle, but it hits every enemy on the map. Only does 1 damage though. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get a reactor core and get some more grid power up. I'm gonna need it. So for him, I wanted to get his double attack. So now I can do that. See, I took the one off here, put the one I bought in, which gave me 2 to put into there. So now as long as he doesn't move, he gets 2 attacks. So, and this is the first island done. Unfortunately, the blue ones are just lost. You have to choose carefully because you cannot complete all the missions on each island. You have to choose the ones that would help you out the best. Then from there, you get to move over to the next island, which seems to be this desert one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe for more content. And leave a comment down below of other games you would like to see. And remember, keep gaming.